Hi, friends. This is Caitlin, and I'm already freezing. Love that for me. Let's swap that over. Okay. Hi, friends. This is Caitlin. I am so happy to be here with you for Pink and Main. Let's get this situated. I probably should have already had that done. I'm so sorry. Um, so yeah, I am bringing you night two of sneak peek week now that I'm kind of unfrozen. Um, Really, it's night three because last night Demo Donna shared with us the new die set. Let me grab it as a little review for anybody who missed it. This is the die set for the flip card. So it's a hexagon flip card add-on. So it cuts the hexagon shape for your flip card, and then you have the insert part for it. You get the scallops. We got a couple of we get a thing of the honeybee honeycomb. That's the word I want. Honeycomb, some drippy honey, the little body for the bee. So stinking cute. Donna made the most amazing flip cards with it yesterday. She did too. So if you want to see this in action right away, after we're done, go check out Donna's live from yesterday. We will also be using this probably the end of next week. So if you want to see me use it, come back and hang out with me next week. But that is the hexagon flip card dies that go with the flip card. You can see I have my mini Minc out tonight because we're going to be doing some foiling. We're going to use the same foilable and we're going to pair it up with some different cut ups and some different foil and some different inks. And we're going to make a summer card, a fall card, and a Halloween card because I was feeling inspired by a challenge that I took. I'm just going to make this go away. I can't keep freezing. Looks weird. A challenge that Brennan and I took on our personal channels this week of using Christmas products to make a Halloween card. So tonight we're taking a anytime floral product and I'm going to show you how we can use it for summer, fall, and Halloween all just by changing out the colors. And it's going to be so cute. So I feel like I should probably show you what the product is that we're using because it's so cool. We have had, I think, one or two of these before, but this one is, I'm just loving it even more. So this is the Flowers in the Breeze Foilables and Stencil set. Foilables and Stencil set. So you get the pack of foilables and it says that you can also get more foilables. Like you can get just the pack of foilables when you need them. You don't have to get the stencils again. But if you get the set, you get those foilables, and then you get this set of 4 stencils. And so we know everything in black here is going to pick up our foil, and then the stencils are going to let us put down these 4 different colors. And you can manipulate that to get even more out of them. But to start, 4 colors. And that's what we're going to be playing with tonight with some different foils and some different ink colors. And then, I had to bring in our favorite cut ups. We love the cut ups. So I have some butterflies from the Amazing Butterflies for our summer card. I have fall leaves cut ups for our fall card. And I have the Halloween cut ups for our Halloween card. So we'll have a floral base and then we'll pop on some kind of icon or sentiment from each little season of cut ups. But you could totally switch that out with a stamped image or something too. I just thought if we're already going to be foiling, I could get even more done and show you more projects if we just kind of stayed with inking and foiling. So if you want to check out, shameless plug, if you want to check out how I convinced Brennan basically to do Halloween in July instead of Christmas in July, you can check out our videos from earlier this week. They've turned out pretty cute. And then I will also have a video up on my channel tomorrow at noon of my hop card, because tomorrow, this keeps getting more and more crooked. Tomorrow at noon on Instagram, there will be a Pink and May and hop. And if you want to see how I made my hop card, you can check out my video on my channel. It's linked in the description as soon as you're done hopping on Instagram. It's perfect. I do see a ton of people here. There's enough that I'm not going to go through and say hi to everybody. I'm very sorry. I was jibber jabbering away. I did see someone mention the planners. I don't have the planners to use on the live, but I am sure that between Libby and Michelle, amazing planner content is coming. So I did see some sneak peeks of the planners. They look great. They're very cool. It's a very fun system, but I don't have it here to show you. So I'm warming up my Minc. We're gonna need it to give it a minute anyway because we need to do some inking. We do our inking first and then our foiling. I'm trying to check back to see if there were any other questions. If I missed any other questions, let me know. But we're gonna need 3 of these panels. There's 8 in here. They're pre-trimmed to 4 by 5 1/4. So we're gonna have a little mat around them, a little frame around them when we add them to our card base. All right, and I think it makes the most sense to just grab all of these, to ink all 3 first, right? You guys agree? You should ink all 3 and then foil them. Oh, Libby said Michelle recommends foiling before inking. Well, let's try it that way. At the Create event, I was told to do it the other way around. But I'm open to suggestion. There have been a couple times that we've inked and they came out a little wonky. So like inked first, right? And then we've had those little black dots. So yeah, let's try it. If Libby says try it, we're gonna try it. All right, I have our carrier sheet. I need my dusting brush. That's going to be, I mean, you must be able to really do it both ways because we've been doing it that way for over a year. So, and we've had some hiccups, but they haven't all been hiccups. We've had plenty that came out okay. Oh my goodness, not those scissors apparently. Okay, Melissa said she doesn't think it matters. Let's test it out. All right, we're going in with some bronze foil for this first one. This is going to be our fall. Redust that off, right? It can't hurt. Can't over dust. So we always want our pretty side of our foil and our pretty side of our foilable facing the same direction. Oh, Sherry says she does both too, and she never has a problem. Perfect. That's what I thought, Judy. Judy said if you get ink on your foil when you're stenciling, it'll wipe off. Um, but that's so funny. The um, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. Um, the my co-Pink and Main instructor told me you had to do it the other way around. Now I know. See, we learn something new every day. But that's what I love about doing these lives with you guys is we're just out here figuring it out as we go. All right, so we got that one ready. Let's get our next one ready. Yeah, sometimes, Libby, I feel like when I've added a bunch of ink, it does kind of interrupt or mess up my foiling. So I guess that makes sense. All right, now we're going in with Sparkle Green. And this is going to be our summer. This beautiful star sparkly green. That's too little, but that one's fine. My brush. That lined up. Put that right through. Hi to everyone joining in. Man, powerful crew tonight. Some good numbers. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. I'm trying to be better about remembering to put the link in the Facebook community. So if you aren't a member of the Facebook Pink and Main Creations Gallery, you should be. There's so much fun inspiration over there. All right, I like to let these cool down, but I think it'll be more fun if we do all three peel and reveals at the same time. So our last foil is the Tinsel Orange, this guy, and that's going to be for our Halloween. You can definitely just cut your foil with scissors. Mine is just, my scissors are just not doing what I need them to do. Oh, perfect. Some people saying having the link right in Facebook was good. I will try to be more consistent with that. I think it's Denise said she had her granddaughter over crafting and she was very meticulous about getting the dust off and it made a difference. That's all right. We're leaving our Minc on because we're also going to go in and foil our cut ups, but let's start with our bronze. Beautiful. No black spots. Oh, you can see that bronze foil. Love that. Okay. And of course, we have our reverse image that we can foil as well. Still pretty. Let's see, our bright green, not a single spot. Beautiful peel. I love that for that summer super bright pop of green. Okay, and then let's check out our orange. Lovely. And the orange could really be Halloween or fall, or even summer if you did like sunsetty colors. Love it. Okay, I want to finish making the backgrounds before we commit to which cut up we're going to do. So I'm just going to move this. Actually, we can just reheat it back up. I'm going to unplug it and move it to the floor. And then when we're ready, we'll just plug it back in because it heats up so fast. We also we looked at them when we did our foil of the month card, but we do have some new honeybee foilable cut-ups as part of the release coming tomorrow. You guys might remember we did one of the honey combs in the satin champagne for our live that I didn't end up using, but it's absolutely beautiful. So if you are a cut-up fan, just know that there are honeybee cut-ups coming tomorrow. That's part of our sneak peeks, technically. Okay, and now we have our stencils. So I'm gonna flip this over and use it as a reference just to help me see kind of what's what. I do like that they have the notches that you can line up with. That's nice. These go from the top. Maybe. No, I don't know. Give me a second. We'll rotate it around till I figure it out. If you click a crown, it lists the top fan. Oh, we're talking about those little numbers. Yeah, I'm not worried about top fan, whatever. If you're here hanging out, I'm grateful. I'm going to come back to that one because I think I'm going to have a lot better luck. Yeah, look, that one lined up instantly. So let's, I like that these go a little bigger even, so you can just use them without the foilable too. Love that. The notches are, I believe, are so you can put them like in a binder and keep them all together. Okay, we're gonna add our washi to the back of our panel. Then we'll flip it back over. We can line that up. So like these little points kind of go right in between those petals. So I'm kind of using that as my first like anchor. good, I think. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have started with Halloween. Nah, whatever. It's the same idea. We're gonna go in with purple. I'm gonna grab all of my pink and main inks, and then if we need a little supplemental inking, we can pull from Distress. Let's start with Night Sky. And we're just going to make all of these flowers purple. If you want something to look like Halloween, if you give it a good Halloween tertiary color scheme with the orange, the green, and the purple, people will look at it and instantly think Halloween, even if it's just flowers. Perfect. Love that. Let's go ahead and wipe down that stencil. Let's jump to these ones next. Kind of just at the top. Now, yeah, the ink blends beautifully, Heather, on all of these foilable panels. Um, I love I love them in general, but I love them for ink blending because it has a little bit of a slip to it, a slippery texture to it, and it just lets the ink kind of glide onto it, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to go in with a darker purple. We're going to bring in a little Villainous Potion, and it's just going to be a hint darker. Yeah, Gail said I'd mark the stencils. It's not a bad idea, at least with like a front and a back, right? If you know that the little tabs line up always on the left, that's easy enough, but you could put a little like X to mark the front versus the back. And I'm going to really load this layer up with this dark purple because I really want it to look dark and different than our night sky. Right? Just like a little variation, a little difference. So pretty. That guy out. Okay. You know what? That's a great idea because we're just going to keep going through these. That was dot on that side. Dot on that side. Let's jump to leaves, and then I can figure out what my last color should be. If we're going to bring in a little orange, what I want to do. Okay, let's bring in some of the Park ink. It's like a very olive yellowy green, but I think for that Halloween feeling, it's going to work really well. I might dot in a little bit of Lakeside to make sure it doesn't pull too yellow. So I'm going to just tap a little of that and bring it right on the bottom. We're going to make a little ombre. But that little bit of that teal will pull that bottom part of the leaf to a more true green. Go. And then, yeah, I think maybe like some construction, like a yellowy, orangey yellow, golden kind of color for our last one. Good. Put our Olu dot. There we go. See, I knew if I didn't sweat it and just popped along to the next stencil that we'd be able to come back to this one and it would tell me where it needed to go. Construction. Yeah, he said she numbers her stencils too. Let's see. Yeah, we're not doing a Christmas one, Brennan, and you're not here, so you can't make me do anything. But good luck. The only person who could make me is Libby, and so far I haven't heard anything about Christmas from her. Okay. This is such a pretty color. Like it's not quite yellow, but it's not quite orange. I love construction. There we go. Okay, and that is our Halloween floral base with our orange foil, some very fun purples. And then once we add our little Halloween thing and a black, I think maybe purple, maybe orange, I don't know, Halloweeny matte panel behind it, it's gonna go the rest of the way to Halloween, I promise. Libby, I was saying you would never make me do a Christmas card in the summer. That's what I was saying. No matter what Brennan has to say. Okay, let's do summer. Let's pop our, I just threw one of my washi pieces out, but let's get one fresh one and we'll reuse one. And that's our top corner. So let's start back at our beginning. And this one, I think I want to go very warm analogous colors. So colors that are next to each other on the color wheel and warm. So like pink and red and orange and yellow. That's the vibe. So let's start with some dress shop. I'm going to make these smaller ones like solidly a darker pink. And then I'm going to try for these big ones to add some more ink towards the bottom and kind of like fade it up. Maybe not. Maybe they'll all just be dark. If you're going to go for that 100%, it's doable, but I suggest a smaller brush than what I'm using. These are blending brushes from Simon Says Stamp, by the way. Ink and Me does have the ergonomic brushes as well. If you need a brush with a little more of a gentle wrist support movement. We're click off. Let's get stencil number 2. Robin said, Caitlin always makes me spend money. These are great. They're so good. But see, Robin, what I'm doing is showing you that should you invest in this set, you are going to be able to get so much out of it. It is a true investment piece because you can use it for so many occasions. So really, you're saving money if you get it. All right, let's do our construction again, our orange, and then we'll bring in some true yellow for our last like big round ones. Okay, there's our orange layer. And if I was crafting by myself and not live, I just take these stencils normally into the bathroom or into the kitchen and just literally run them under the sink and just let them get suctioned on and just let them air dry. You can wipe them. I just think you get like a more thorough clean if you rinse them. I'll rinse them after this. Make sure I get any residue off. We need a greenier green. We're going to come in with some mowed lawn. And then for our yellow, I think I want some Queen's Lemonade. I want like a bright yellow. Our leaves are next in the order we've been going. Smush it down on my washi. Okay. Thank you so much, Libby. I'm doing too much and not paying enough attention to the questions in the comments. Thank you. That is a great match for that ink or for that foil. So future reference, if we ever need like a tone on tone green match for the sparkle green foil, mowed lawn is like perfect. Okay, and then our last one are these big round flowers. Okay, and we're going to go in with that squeezed. Keep in mind that my brush is a little well inked. Color might vary a little. Okay. Right, that is so like fresh and summery. I love it. Right, two very different looks. Oh, I love those colors. I really like that. All right, and then now we're going to start our last one, going with fall on our bronze foil. So I'm going to pull in some more distress ones because we need some moody, dark colors here. Let's go aged mahogany, some crackling campfire, super dark orange, and maybe some like fossilized amber. And then we're going to need like a darker green. Let's go forest moss. We're going super dark fall jewel tones. Last round, guys. Then I'll show you another sneak peek. How about that? But also, seriously, anybody who missed Donna's live last night, you have to go check it out. She did so good. Those flip cards are so fun. We haven't made one in a while. We'll definitely make one next week. On Thursday, I think. I think I have a plan for Tuesday. We're going to be casing a project from Savannah on the design piece. I'm going to switch to foams. Let's see what that does. Just because these colors are not going to look right with those brushes with how much other ink is on there. And I don't really want to make those super dark. I have my air conditioner off. And it's getting very hot in here. So some moody maroon, aged mahogany. Then let's switch to crackling campfire. Having this little like washy station set up underneath is so handy. Going in with our like dark burnty orange, that crackling campfire. Oh my goodness, I missed so many comments. Ah, I didn't realize that it was like frozen up there. Oh man, now I really hope Olivia's been on top of it. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and read the comments this time. Let's get some forest moss in there. Super dark, moody green. I also just really love any kind of product for this time of year specifically that will transition with you summer to fall. Like those sunflowers, right, that we played with on Tuesday, or like this kind of stencil. It's not like you're going to get it and be able to use it for a couple weeks and then put it away until next summer, right? Like, not everything can bridge both. Let's do some fossilized amber. It should be like a goldeny, yeah, mustardy. Go. So now we have our fall panel with our bronze, goldeny bronze foil. So summer or even spring, fall, and Halloween bases. Okay, you guys are talking about events and stuff. That's a Libby question either way. I feel bad about that one. All right. So let's see what cut-ups we want to use. And then we can figure out our background panels. Let's start with summer. I love these butterflies so much. Right? Some butterflies and like a bold statement, like a bold, that's pretty sentiment. That's what I meant, not statement, sentiment. Have a beautiful day. Leave a change. That's so pretty. I think I like this setup I have going on right here, though. I like thank you. I like it in the reverse. Like these butterflies. We're gonna have to get a little creative, I think, with what other foil. I think we're gonna have to bring in another foil for that one. All right, there's that. Let's do our fall. Thanks, Libby. Thank you all so much. That could be really cool with that wreath. And then like a little Autumn greetings. I like grateful. I like that. Kind of in the middle. That's pretty. Oh, or no wreath. And like the pumpkin kisses and harvest wishes popped up. That, what's that? Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot. I think that might be the winner. That's the thing though. Like it feels like none of these could be wrong. You know what I mean? Like any of these are so good. Deborah, I'm pretty sure the safe answer is 9 a.m. They should be live by 9 Eastern. Oh, guest artist. Libby's looking at guest design team member. And the design team stuff that I've seen looked amazing. Like I said, I'm already inspired by something that Savannah did for, I'm pretty sure it was Savannah, for the design team sneaks. Mom said, don't cover up all the pretty. I don't think that's over covering it. I think we're still good. I think the wreath with the thing in the middle took up a lot, but I think this is an okay balance. All right, and then Halloween. Just like a little boo. That's just what flew out first. See these, this is the one that has those really fun like tags. Trick or treat is even cute. I forgot about all these tags. These are so fun. Let me look at that. Sorry, I should be showing you more. Like those, but I don't know. Look at traditional Happy Halloween. I also really just like that scripty Happy Halloween. That and some bats could be fun. I kind of like that and how that balances out the thank you. Not that they're going to really go together, but I'll know. You guys will know. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. I just feel like the scripty, cursive style with the florals like fits better. You know what I mean? It's like feminine, swirly, twirly font with those florals. And then the bats really solidify that it's Halloween in case you really weren't sure yet. I have to turn this air on, guys. I'm so sorry. Dripping sweat over here. Overshare, I'm sure. Yes, and the July cut ups, they're bee themed. They're so cute. And they have like those some tag bases that are really fun. And that's a look at, we foiled one with the satin champagne the other night. So good. All right, let me show you another sneak peek because it's been a minute. Let's do a little two, one that you've seen and one that you haven't. So these are the bee and sunflower sheets that were part of the Foil of the Month kit that will now be available on their own. We used one of these in our card. We used the sunflower, the reverse sunflower, I guess, in our card last week when we did our Foil of the Month and Stamp of the Month. But you get 8 sheets that are full size. You can do 2 slim lines or 2 A2s, depending on how you cut these out. Lovely foilables. And those will be available to anyone who isn't a member of our subscription. Words are hard. And then a new tool that you haven't seen. These are called fine tip tweezers. I mean, come on. Like the packaging, the tweezers, the pink. Are you joking? I don't have tweezers and I'm so excited. I think I had tweezers at some point, but look, it's got a nice case. The bottom comes off, keeping your tweezers safe. They're super pointy. They've got that little corner. You can use them to pick up all your things. You could heat emboss with them. Love, 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 love. Actually, you know what? I think I have pink and mean tweezers. I had the old ones. I feel like there were old ones. Reverse. I think I have reverse pink and mean tweezers. I don't even know if those are available anymore. They are definitely the reverse. That's what I was thinking. These ones are not reverse. They're normal. And then there's also these ones are stitch straight. So one of them is curved. And one of them is stitch straight. But they're the teeny tiny like precision point. Be very careful, that kind of hurt. That is not from those, for the record. That's ink. They are sharp, but I didn't just hurt myself on camera. Don't worry. So, absolutely in love with those. 10 out of 10. Not reverse tweezers. So, now you have plenty of options. Okay, let's work on foiling these and inking these or whatever we're going to do with these. And then I'll show you the last couple of sneak peek things. Okay, I kept out all my inks in case we wanted to ink blend anything, which I think I do. I do want to do. I didn't have much green left. Do I have enough green? I have enough green for my sentiment, which means we just need to figure out something for our butterflies. But I mean, come on, that's like perfect that we have that amount of green left. I kind of want to leave our bats black. I kind of want to leave the Halloween black and white. But I feel like that defeats the purpose. Let's make our Halloween orange and we'll ink some black on it. We'll like reverse it out. Trimming. Some orange tinsel. And I think this one, the same thing. I want to do, they're all like tone on tone. That was the end of that piece of bronze, but I have a whole roll. I love the bronze. It's my favorite foil from Pink and Main. So I bought myself a whole roll. While I'm up, we need like a pink. Sorry, guys, I should have figured this part out before. We could do the orange too. The orange wouldn't be bad. I just really want it to stand out when we're looking at it. Satin blonde is so pretty. I'm not sure. Have them all split up into color, solid, texture, and get about like that. That looks pretty close. I like that. It could end up being a very similar pink to the one I said wasn't the right pink, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. It's either that or that. And I think I like for the butterflies that wavy pattern. All right, let's test Libby's foil memorization skills. Libby, do you happen to know which pink foil I'm about to use? It's Deborah. Oh my gosh, snail mail. I'm glad that you made it, though. It's okay if you're a little bit late. We made the same background with different um, colors. So these are all foiled with different color foil and then inked with different color inks, but the same set so that we could see how versatile this new stencil and foilables and stencil set. Oh my goodness, the words. Words are apparently not my strong suit today. Okay, and we already did those, and I'm leaving the bats. Here, here. Plug our Minc back in. We all know she waterfall pink. Thank you so much. Yes, Missy and Karen and Libby. Thank you guys. Waterfall pink. You know she warms up quick. So let's get our Minc warmed. Use my mess. All of that. I left all these out to use, and I think the only thing I'm going to end up using is some more black ink, which I didn't even use to begin with. Although maybe the butterflies, we can add some color too. That could be cute. We need our dusty brush to dust these off. which was in with some acetate, so I don't know how I just managed to find that so quickly. That's not like me. Ready when I'm on pretty sides. For this pass through, both facing down. Oh, my reverse scissors, they're small. From like the hinge part, they're like 1 3/4 of an inch, Virginia. I love them. They are small. Oh my gosh. I said they adopted a golden doodle and now she really needs to dust off all her stuff. Yeah, I end up with dog hair everywhere. And I have a dog that doesn't really shed. And I still end up with dog hair everywhere. Like she's a short hair, whatever. Doesn't matter. Still hair all over the house, all over my desk, all over everything. I love these butterflies. They're so pretty. Waterfall pink. Heather, 100%. They would be so pretty with that satin champagne, for sure. And then again, any color combo for that would work too. You want to see another foilable sheet, a new one? This is called Beaded Curtain, coming out in the release tomorrow. How cool is that? This is another one that's like, it knows no genre. Like, this could be like ornaments for Christmas, it could be bubbles for a mermaid. So good. Just like confetti streamers almost for like birthday. Just like a good all year round, all purpose pattern. Beaded curtain foilable. Love that. All right, let me grab some cardstock. What are we gonna do? I need to re-up on Pebble and Dress Shop for our summer. I think Wildflower, which I just had. Oh, actually, your construction for Halloween and or asphalt for Halloween. And then I just had wildflowers the other day. What did I do with it? That is always the question. For me, what the heck did I do with it? I think maybe black for Halloween. Because we have the black bats and we're going to add some black inking. those are going to be our 30. So let's assemble summer first, shall we? Okay, it should be 7.5. Look at that dress shop with the dress shop. So good. Alex. And to be clear, I'm making 3 card fronts. 3 cards. I'm going to admit that. I can acknowledge it. It's not really the same. It is will be. Let's peel our butterflies. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like them just white and pink, right? So pretty. And then let's peel our green. Yes, I'm just leaving them white. Put our butterflies down flat, but I'm gonna give them like a little smoosh. Ship them, they would unsmoosh. And we're gonna add some foam tape to our stencils. I am a big mammoth jammer for little foam tape. I'm just placing it there for now to get an idea of where I want my butterflies to go. That kind of pops over. All right, there is summer, fully foiled. Oh, that's so much fun. Okay, that's summer. Let's do fall. Fall is getting flowers. Should be the right size. And you can see too, from what I just did, I was so nervous, but I should have known better. When I say that there's a layer on the foilables that lets it kind of slip and blend, it doesn't mean that your ink is going to slip and slide forever. It dries down still, and then you don't have to worry about it moving around. So in case when I said that, it made you nervous. So we might have to ink these ones up a little bit though. A little difference. I think I'm going to leave the sentiment plain, but I think I want to ink up these leaves just a little bit with the green. I know the acorns, but just a little bit of right there. Fall is my favorite season too. Just found out that Brennan's actually a Halloween hater. Now I don't know if we can be friends anymore. He actually told me he doesn't hate Halloween. It's not a trick or treat. I cannot relate. I'm going to add my sentiment with my foam first, and then we'll just tuck our leaves right under. So I want them a little higher than the center. So there is fall. So pretty and shiny. Like that. Summer, fall. Saving the best for last, obviously. And asphalt cardstock. I'm not anti other people enjoying Christmas, Libby, for the record. I just have a hard time not feeling forced, like having to make myself do Christmas until November. It's like my body just knows we'd rather be making Halloween or like early summer. So I can do it and I have, but it's not like I don't get the feeling that I get in November and December when I'm holiday crafting and I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so fun. I don't have that feeling, that same feeling the rest of the year. And I love card making because it's fun. And if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. So like when I see Christmas in stores, oh, I don't care at all. They can put Halloween in stores in freaking May, and they can put Christmas in stores in June. Like I don't care about that at all. I'm pro all the holidays all year round, whatever it takes to make you feel happy. I'm for it. Right, I'm trying to ombre my black a little bit and focus it more on these edges. Just going in with the asphalt ink. I think that looks cool and kind of spooky. Now it looks too spooky and the rest of the card looks too clean. So I'm going to come around with some asphalt ink just on the outer edges. Make myself a little spooky vignette. Yeah, now she's moody. And I've actually seen some very cool non-traditional Christmas stuff, like different colors and things this summer. I like that idea. Just like I like pastel Halloween. I'm up for the experiment. Pretty much centered is what I'm going. And then bats I'm just going to put down flat. There we go. Spooky, spooky. Now we have we use the same products, the same stencil and foilable panel for our background. And just by swapping out some other elements, we have our summer, we have our fall, and we have our Now, to be fair, this is one of the longest lives I've ever done, but I made 3 whole cards, basically, card fronts. Okay. All right, let's do the last 4 things in this box. So I have the Chubby Bees foilables. Are they not the stinking cutest? Look at those little chubby bees. And their little things their little zoomies make little hearts. What? That's so cute. So cute. Okay. And then I also have the sunflowers foilable, which now, this was the stamp set we used on Tuesday, and it had these stamps in it too. And now I want to make this a card. Like I want to stamp those in that exact spot and make this as a card. But this big, beautiful sunflower panel, love it, with the foilables. Angie Blum, love it. Blom, Blom, Blom like mom. Angie Blum, so good. We also have the honeycomb foilable panel, which is a different size, a different scale. There's the big one. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. What did I put? It's right here. Pretty sure it's a different scale. I want to show you both side by side. So the release is tomorrow. And be able to put together what you want. Yeah, so that's the difference in scale from the bees and sunflower sheets versus the honeycomb. So if you like the smaller scale, that's going to be your guy, honeycomb foilable. And then lastly, we have these, I think were in the kit, the browns. We have brown sequins and like these on here, chef's kiss, perfection. This champagne, satin champagne color, absolutely beautiful. But all of these for fall, beautiful. And sand, this is like sandy beach glitter, love it. So now you've seen all of the release things between me and Donna, and there's even more design team sneak peeks and things. So the biggest thing to remember is the release is tomorrow and tomorrow morning, and that at noon Eastern tomorrow, there's an Instagram hop. Make sure that you go check it out. I will also on my channel have a video of how I made my hop card if you'd like to see even more new release stuff from me. The link to that is in the description of this video. But please, please, please go love on Pink and Main. Even if now is not a great time for you to shop the release, there are so many ways that you can support Pink and Main and Michelle. Doing the hop, liking the posts, telling your friends, sharing things that you see on Facebook or Instagram, share it to your stories. Whatever you feel like you can do, all of your love is so greatly appreciated. Michelle is a wonderful human, and Pink and Mean is a brand that I have loved for so long, and I've been part of the family, I feel like, for so long now. And I'm glad that you come to hang out with me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I have big plans for next week already. The whole release is absolutely amazing. Shout out to Libby and all her hard work. But I will be back here with you guys next Tuesday. We'll be making a fun non-card craft with some stuff from the new release. So get excited about that. And yeah, I will see you guys back here soon. I can't wait to see what you think of everything. And you can tell me all the goodies that you got or what's on your wish list for the future. But yeah, have a great weekend. Stay safe. I will see you guys soon. Until next time, happy crafting.